The year was 1954. With their sturdy, broken-down microphones, they were headed for greatness in the American West. Jack and Ron in the morning. If you don't laugh like this, you're probably normal.
The following entertainment special contains mature subject matter. Parents may consider some of the program content unsuitable for children. Parental discretion is advised.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's the bad boys of radio. Here's Jack and Ron.
Dan Elliott, Ron Dan Williams, all ready to go on a Monday at Othello's Italian Restaurant.
Yeah, and before we get started, of course, sympathy and good wishes to all of those that were unfortunately impacted by the storms this weekend. Man, I today they had every TV station from every network seems like on the planet in Sulphur and Holdenville and what have you, and your heart has to go out to those individuals who just had everything just
worst thing in the world
out.
To see somebody's home, everything, the belongings, everything they've had completely gone. Cars flipped over, turned over, everything they own gone. Some of these people have insurance, others don't. I mean, and even if you have insurance, imagine the battle that's going to be trying to get the insurance company to come clean.
You know, I'm sort of surprised that we're hanging in. I'm glad we are, but the insurance companies aren't doing what they did out in California. I think it was State Farm says we're not covering anybody anymore. Mm-hmm. And I said, how can you got a whole state that you had, and you said the heck with it, too many fires, too many everything else.
I know you're gonna have a hard time. No, you're not gonna have a hard time believing this. So one time I believe it was Hanover. They stopped. All of Oklahoma pulled out. No more Hanover.
What was their reasoning?
The same what happened to Sulphur.
Oh, the tornado.
Yeah. Tornado, severe weather. Yeah. Anyway, hey, we're here. We're trying to send out good vibes to the people of Sulphur, Holdenville, and I believe Chickasha, and a couple other places got hit too. But, you know, man, it's really sucks having to deal with that. But we're here. We've got a lot of things to cover today.
Bring a smile to your face, hopefully.
Yeah. Hopefully. We've got so much stuff coming up in a moment. We'll get to Too Tough Trivia. Remember, too, Flash Hauler. If you ever need to haul anything, move anything, or maybe you're looking to downsize and move into a new facility, a new residence, Flash Hauler's the one to call. They are the game changers in the moving industry, and we'll tell you more about that here in just a bit. Oh, and by the way, we've got Too Tough Trivia here in a moment, asinine trivia, some other stuff to talk about. Oh, we've got a news of the I'll be damned that'll shake the chili off your wiener. Ooh. I'm assuming you're having a chili dog during the broadcast, but you will enjoy this one a whole lot.
I'm hoping that's what you're throwing off your wiener.
Okay. Well, so be it. How about we mentioned also we got a website, jackandron.com, jackandron.com. We got a phone number you can call right now if you'd like to connect with us. Area code 405-509-5030.
Yeah, maybe you're one of the areas that's been affected, and you want to get something off your chest. Sort of a cleansing thing of you. Hey,
let us know.
Yeah, give us a call one more time. That phone number.
Yeah, that phone number again is 405-509-5030. 509-5030. So we'll get to that, but first, we got to get to Too Tough Trivia.
All right, let's get it on, shall we? The climate seems to just call for this.
All right.
Which politician's favorite food was cottage cheese and ketchup?
Truman.
Roosevelt.
I'll tell you what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to say, yeah, you got it. You'll know if you said it, and when we find out.
Well,
I will say this, though.
It sounds like a Jimmy Carter thing, to be honest.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No. Oh, I said I wasn't going to say that.
Yeah, well, we're good.
Was he white or black?
Yeah, we've had so many black presidents. I thought.
Okay, that might narrow.
I thought I said politician.
I thought you said president. You said president.
Did I say president?
Yeah. Oh, you politician.
Yeah.
You meant politician?
Oh.
No.
You meant president.
You said president, so that was a big hint.
All
right.
I meant politician.
Ah.
Oh.
So that'll cottage cheese,
I have
and
no idea.
ketchup. That's their favorite food.
That's their food.
That's their favorite food.
Man, that's sad that they're in politics.
Hey, what was Elvis's peanut butter banana
Yeah, peanut butter banana sandwich.
with mayonnaise? I don't
Yeah.
know.
You know, when I was in military academy, I've told you this before, so it's new, not. It's definitely an old story to you. Maybe Richard may have heard it and maybe not. When I was military academy, every Wednesday for lunch, you sit at group tables with the rest of your cadets, and they'd bring us this huge bowl of pork and beans and another bowl of cottage cheese. That was lunch every Wednesday. So we started doctoring it up with ketchup, mustard, anything we could. Mix the beans, the cottage cheese, put it all together, anything to make it taste different. And hey, for 6 years, pork and beans and cottage cheese for lunch every Wednesday. All right. Well, I guess we'll get the answer to
cheese.
we'll get the answer to Too Tough Trivia here at the end of the podcast.
You got it.
The number one video podcast in America, I might add. But first, we do asinine trivia with Richard, who is our producer, the guy who runs all the gear and all the good
The
stuff.
guy is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And if you don't believe it, he'll tell you. Here we go. Trivia is so easy, it's asinine. Richard, name one thing many people enjoy a cup of first thing every morning.
Tea
All right.
or coffee.
Coffee would work. Tea would work. Question number 2. Oh, here you go. What type of transportation device would you get? Or I'm sorry, what transportation device would get you to New York City from here the fastest?
Airplane.
Yeah, there you go. Airplane.
I was
Good
about to
job.
say train.
Well, train is, we don't have those super trains like they have in Japan.
No bullet trains
No
here.
bullet trains.
All right, final question. Name the 2 guys who have won more broadcast awards than any other broadcasters in Oklahoma, including the recent 2023 Nationwide Award, beating out over 1,000 other broadcasters
Yes.
for the Radio's Got Talent Top Radio Personality Award in the country. Oh, and who genuinely enjoy spending a Sunday afternoon visiting the Mattress King store to test the firmness of their best unit while having the staff prepare them a delicious mocha latte with whipped cream and a tasty Jimmy Dean sausage with biscuits and gravy while the staff give them a foot massage, and who also perform the number one video podcast in America.
Jack and Rob.
Jack and Ron, correct. Woo, you got it. Good job.
Oh,
Good job,
boy.
Richard.
That was aggressive.
Yeah,
Yeah, no
very, very
kidding.
nice.
Well, let's see. We have
We got to get some.
Miss Harris is on the
Oh, we got.
not on the phone, but Miss Harris,
We hear the
Miss
phone
Harris is-
ringing.
Yeah,
Must
is,
be a long
watching the
distance
show,
call.
Yeah. Now we gave you the right number.
Yeah, and yet they're calling
509
Othello's.
5030.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's calling us. You're calling the restaurant right now, and it really you
We
should
can't
be
answer
calling-
that.
You could. Well, we could.
Well, yeah, we could, but I wanted to lie and say we don't have access to that phone. Although we do, we just don't, jack with it.
Look, I don't answer the phone at home.
Why would you answer theirs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. I got a quick little piece of audio trivia for you, or an audio query. Where do I have that? I had a little. Oh, here it is. If you're ready to challenge yourself with music trivia, this is pretty cool. Well, it's 3 artists. What they have in common. Can you play that for us, Richard?
Yes, sir.
What did these 3 artists have in common?
I'd give you everything and more, and that's for sure. In a white room with black curtains near the station. And I'm but I can't find my way home.
What did these 3 artists have in common?
All right.
Stay
I'm taking-
tuned for the answer.
Okay.
Okay.
And here's the deal. This just requires a yes or no answer. They're all white.
Well, that's true.
There you go.
That's not the answer. Do you know the answer, Richard?
They all have they're all like rock bands.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Wait a minute.
Sorry, I
Here.
feel like we're failing Jack.
all right. I'll tell you, I got it right away, only because I'm a big fan of all that. It's Eric Clapton was in every one of those bands. Them was the first band, followed by Cream, in the White Room, and then Blind Faith. And you know what? I have all 3 of those albums.
Oh.
All three of them in my collection.
Sorry,
so
Jack,
it's
we
Eric
found you.
Clapton.
Well,
Can you guys hear me okay? Or do I sound weird?
You sound a little it's popping a
scratchy,
little bit.
just a
Yeah.
tad. But
we'll get
I don't
through
know.
it.
I heard nothing but right answers.
Oh, yeah.
whole
The answers were
time.
correct, just not specifically
There you
correct.
go.
Okay. Well, how about that? Well, ain't that quaint? We got a lot going on today. Like I said, we've got news of the I'll Be Damned Tri-Bond. We covered Too Tough Trivia for you. We had another, what was this? A couple of things I wanted to mention real quick. I saw that the latest poll taken by the Office of the Governor of Texas, asked people who live in Texas if they think illegal immigration is a serious problem. 30% of the respondents said, yes, it's a serious problem. 70% of the respondents said, no es un problema serio. Hey, you get it?
Yeah, we got it.
Kind of funny, huh?
Oh boy! All right, I'll tell you something. You know, I was talking about Too Tough Trivia just a moment ago, and there was one question because I see these ads all the time on television about buy some gold, silver, or palladium.
Always, yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know if you knew it or not, but our bodies have gold in them.
Where? Oh, I mean,
all
sometimes
through-
your teeth, if you went to the dentist.
Well,
years
no.
ago.
This is just in our body. Now, how much gold do we have? What is worth? What are our bodies worth?
What percentage of gold or what? I would say we probably have half an ounce at best.
No.
Is it more than that?
No, it's way less.
Oh, well, then it wouldn't really be worth it to try to drain it from your anatomy.
Yeah.
0.1 ounce.
What? How much? No. How much?
One
how
tenth
much
of an
gold?
ounce.
How much are our bodies worth with that gold inside?
$5.
No, sir.
More?
Less.
Hey.
We
$1.50.
ain't worth crap, man. What now?
$1.50.
No, Lord,
No.
no.
Hey, double cheese. Bro.
Lower than that? Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Well, I mean, this
Quarter?
is with the gold.
A nickel.
Less.
Oh,
Damn.
there you go. You're worthless, everybody. That's what Ron is telling you right now.
Yeah. No need to dig into your anatomy and try to get
2 milligrams is what we have in our body.
2 milligrams.
2
There you go.
milligrams, which makes with the gold our body's worth 1 penny.
Wow.
So, when they say you aren't worth a plug nickel,
They mean it.
they're
They're being
very
honest
serious
about it.
about that.
I had another quick little deal here that I thought was interesting. You go to a restaurant, whether it's Othello's, like we're here at Othello's in Edmond. They've got another one in Norman. And, after your server comes and takes your order and brings you the food, brings you your beverages, brings you your dessert, whatever, you give them a tip. Well, it says here Americans spend nearly $500 a year tipping more than they'd like to. New research claims the average American spends an estimated $454 a year tipping more than they'd like to. 26% of people said they're always or often put on the spot and guilted into tipping more than they want.
Amen.
And now, and one of the problems is these new devices where they bring you the little electronic device to put your credit card in or your debit card to pay. And then right there in front of the server, it asks, are you going to give a 15%, a 20%, 22% tip or whatever? And I'm like,
I'm giving the bill.
yeah, I'll tell you what. You know what I tell them every time? Sorry, I don't believe in that. Just bring me the bill and I'll take care of it from there. And then I usually pay cash
Yeah.
anyway.
I mean,
'Cause
you give
just-
them orders as far as food, and they come back and give you orders as to how you pay for
Yeah.
it. That's not right. But
Well, one thing that happened that took place over the weekend, or I guess it was over the weekend, big NFL draft, and Caleb Williams going to my Chicago Bears. So
Chicago Bears.
condolences, Caleb.
Yep.
now
because-
that's going to be real interesting because he had expressed a wish not to go to Chicago.
It's
You
the
know,
same thing
I
that happened with Fields.
Yeah,
Like
Say-
Fields could have been easily top 10 quarterbacks right now.
Who's that?
Fields.
Oh,
Justin Fields, who we just
Justin
Cable.
Fields, who was with the
Yeah.
Bears. Yeah.
and now we got Caleb Williams.
Well, if you don't have the
And we're
right,
gonna-
we all know that you can have a tremendous quarterback, but if you don't have a line to protect him, and if you don't have, well, you know more about football than I do, but I've watched enough of it to know, hey, that guy's pretty good, except he keeps getting hit.
Well-
he's he steps back into the pocket and boom.
Well, there are a lot
Nobody
of people that
protecting him.
that would agree with you because I don't know where he's going. I heard Justin was I think he was mentioned for Denver, but they were talking about him being the backup quarterback for Kyler Murray.
Oh, yeah.
Because both of them have one thing in common. They're quick, they're fast. They're not super big, but
Yeah.
they're quick and they're fast and they can throw the ball.
Yep.
So I don't know. But then again, the next thing I heard was something about Denver, who after they got rid of Wilson, it's like Russell Wilson. It's like, who are we going to get to take a beating now?
Yeah.
It's the lineman, man. It's the lineman.
Gotta have him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, I just thought it was interesting that Caleb Williams, who did at one time play with OU and went to California with Lincoln Riley when he moved over to, where did he go? USC?
USC
Yeah.
for a buttload of money.
So then he took Caleb Williams with him. Now Caleb's going to Chicago. I'll say one thing about Chicago sports fans. They can be real critical. They can be very harsh. But if you prove yourself, man, they will roll out. They'll do anything for you. He'll never buy a meal. He'll have free cars. They will take care of him. I mean, he's got it.
As long as he's winning.
Yeah. And if you're winning, they take good care of you.
Yeah.
And the whole thing comes down to, well, he's making all that money. Can he afford his own car? Can he afford to pay for his own meals? Oh, no, your money's no good here.
Is that how it goes, man?
Yeah.
To get free stuff?
Free stuff, man, if
We're
you're that big.
broadcasters, and we were just voted, the top hot AC and all that,
Top
in the
broadcasters
nation.
in the country.
Nobody's bought me a meal. Well, nobody other than,
It's not like you walk into a restaurant and they go, hey, come on over here.
hey,
I got the
it's on
special-
me. It's on me. Don't worry about it.
Special seating for you. Yeah, enjoy your
it's
meal.
not that at all. Well, I'll tell you what they could be buying. I don't know if you've heard about this. Maybe our producer has. I have absolutely no idea. There is a brand new type of jeans that are coming out, and it's $810.
A pair?
Yes,
Holy
for
cow.
these jeans. What are they? A designer brand with pea-stained jeans.
Who peed on them?
No, nobody's peed on them, but that makes it makes them
Makes it look like they've been peed on?
Yeah, it makes it.
Who wants to wear that?
And everybody, it seems, they were selling them on the website, sold out. They sold out. I said,
I'll take it.
$800 for a pair of jeans that looks like you peed on yourself.
That's disgusting.
Your mic's not. I'll take a pair of jeans and pee on them and sell them to you for $800.
Well, I'm saying, hey, you can get the same thing with a couple of pitchers of beer.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
So
Wow.
what's the and this is in England.
How much money?
England.
$800.
$810.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
And I'm just saying,
A little more aggressive than I.
in England, this is where it's really, really hot.
Of course.
Over there. And I said, now, why can't we get something sensible here? They haven't tried to market it here, and I can understand why. I saw a picture, and I wish I had brought that picture with me.
I do too. I'd like to see him.
And it's like well, you know what pee on your pants
It looks
looks
stained.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe one day we'll have the money to buy a pair of pea-stained jeans. Meanwhile,
Why?
we got some audio for you. The FTC has officially banned, and I love this. FTC has banned non-compete clauses. Those non-compete stop workers from being able to seek employment at similar companies and similar jobs after they leave theirs. Here's Federal Trade Commission Chair Lena Khan announcing the news. Listen up.
That will eliminate the vast majority of non-compete clauses in people's contracts. A non-compete clause is a provision that basically prevents people from taking a job with a competitor or starting a competing business, usually within a particular geographic area and for a certain period of time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Lon and I dealt with that over the years. Remember when we were at, what was that, Cool 102, the radio station we worked at? An individual was looking to hire us away to another station, and then we got called in. Somehow the management found out.
Hey, Jack, BK.
Hey, what's going on here? Anyway,
that was terrible.
Management found out. They called us in. You've got a no-compete clause in here. We're going to sue you. We're going to this, that, and the other. Okay, you blowhard.
Let me
It's
tell you
over.
something.
No more.
You may remember this, maybe not. One of the earlier, even before this, earlier court decisions as far as the non-compete was challenged and won by the individual looking to change jobs.
I remember her.
You know who I'm talking about.
Robin Marsh.
Robin Marsh. She was leaving 4 and went to 9. And she's still at 9.
And the judge ruled in her favor.
That's right.
I remember that.
Well, you look at that. It's like, okay, you cannot get another job if it's going to be in this same field. It's like, well, if I don't have a job and I have to ask for unemployment, isn't that doesn't it cost you something?
If I have to pay for food on the table, take care of my family or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they've done away with that.
Yes.
That was something that has always bothered me. These no competes.
If you could
because
get
we've
a
always
job,
had one,
man.
and all the contracts, all the stations we ever worked with had a no compete in there, and they also had the provision was always, okay, you guys can't quit, you guys can't go anywhere else, but we can fire you for any reason.
Yeah, and
Beautiful.
And in the contract, they usually have a few statements about what you can and can't do while you're unemployed, not looking for a job because you can't work.
Yep.
And it was like, who drew this up?
Yeah, some lawyer that was totally, supporting the company itself, a corporate lawyer who worked for them. Anyway, we got to take a break. Now, this time we're going to take a quick commercial break. Promise it'll be fast. We'll get back. We've got, the sleazy, trashy showbiz report. We've got some incredible audio. What else we got?
We have an email that will have you scratching your head.
And news of the I'll be damned. You can't miss it. It's all coming up. We'll take a break. We will be right back.
Hey, Jack, BK, I need some wings. Are you guys up there? Hey, Jack, I am at Othello's. That's funny, but you guys have the wings?
Winger. Hey, they had a couple of big hits back in the 80s, remember? Winger, Big Hair.
Great wings don't just fall from the sky. They come from Louie's, where we're preparing food fresh daily. Come try one of our great new sandwiches. Or wings with any of 7 delicious sauces. Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
We've got this down to a science. Over. Yeah, we're just not up here winging it. Hey, Al, I thought we were meeting at Othello's.
Hey, Jack, I am at Othello's.
Well, I'm looking around and I don't see you. Whoa, wait. Are you at Othello's in Edmond?
No, I'm at Othello's in Campus Corner in Norman.
Oh, great. Well, fortunately, both Othello's have great Italian food.
They sure do, and I'm having the baked ziti.
Ooh, I'm having chicken marsala.
Let's continue with the meeting.
Yeah, sure thing, over the phone, but I need one thing.
What's that?
Your credit card number, because you're buying. Othello's Italian Restaurant on Campus Corner in Norman and in downtown Edmond. Flash hauler it. Bought a washer or dryer and need to transport it from the seller's location to yours? Flash hauler it. Have office furniture to move across town? Flash hauler it. Car breakdown and you need a tow? Flash hauler it. Anytime you need furniture or appliances moved or need a tow, Flash hauler it. Haul it, tow it, deliver it with Flash hauler. Download the Flash hauler app free. Do it now. Flash hauler. Been a sponsor of ours since we started this podcast about 5 years ago. Number one video podcast in America, and that's why they jumped on board.
And remember, this is why they're still with us, because they get results.
Definitely. Flash hauler, game changer in the moving industry. Let me explain something to you. You know, there are these senior centers all over the state, hundreds of them. And Flash hauler is now integrated with them. In other words, they're hooked up with all of them, not just one, not two, but all of them. And they have the actual floor plans from every one of those senior centers. And if you're looking, to maybe move your uncle, aunt, grandparent, or whatever out of their current residence, move them into one of these assisted living or senior centers, they can do it. They have the floor plan. They have what they do is they don't charge you by the hour and all that crap. They have a fixed set. They have a set price. They'll tell you what it's going to cost. They pack, they unpack, they do everything.
See, that's the part I like. I hate packing, and after all of that, you look at those same boxes again, knowing that you got to unpack them. Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore because Flash hauler takes care of all of that. And, of course, their motto, hey, let us do the heavy work for you.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about. Great people, and, of course, a service that you can appreciate as long as you don't get a backache.
And here's one thing we might point out as well. if you simply need to move like a dining room table or a sofa, couch, ottoman, washer, dryer, refrigerator, you can contact Flash Hauler. They do that too. They've got trucks and drivers all over the state. They can go ahead. If you had a dining room table, you contact them, and usually within a few hours, they'll come get it. They'll move it to wherever you need it moved to.
Well, Jack, just hold on just a second.
Yeah.
Now, suppose you kick the kids out. Well, they moved
Sure,
on. I'll put
sure.
it that way. And you want to go ahead and downsize, and you realize, my gosh, I've got all this furniture that I no longer need. Can Flash Hauler help?
Oh, boy, can they help. Let me tell you. They can go ahead and they can help to co-sign it or consign it and sell it, or they can donate it to a favorite charity. They do it all. So
right,
there you go.
fantastic.
Oh, let me tell you how to get a hold of them. Go to the website, Flash Hauler, FLASHOLR.com. Flash Hauler, FLASHOLR.com. Check them out today. Anytime you need to move anything. And I think we got to get to the email, if I'm not mistaken.
As a matter of fact, we do. It's a sort of short, but at the same time, it lets you realize how crazy some people are.
I can't wait.
Starts out, dear Jack and Ron, I saw something the other day about a guy who wants his dog on a leash to be buried with him.
Oh, my.
I've heard of folks wanting to be buried in cars or having the casket standing up. But to take an animal's life as a dying wish is just too much for me.
What if the animal's still alive when you die?
What are your thoughts? Well, my response is no killing just because you're dying.
Yeah. If the animal's still alive and you drop dead, you should leave your pet to somebody, a loved one or friend, or somebody who will care for it.
Yeah,
you don't kill it and then bury it
come
with
to
you.
your grave, and kind of sit there on that.
Yeah.
But to go ahead and kill a dog just so you can put him on a leash and
No,
put him in the
no.
casket with you, that's insane.
Who came up with that?
Especially
Yeah.
if you have a big German Shepherd.
Oh, yeah. I never even thought. What if you had a Great Dane? Oh, my God.
Something like that.
Horrible.
But I have seen some real crazy, dying wish.
I have too.
Request, and it's insane. People being buried in cars.
Buried with their favorite bowling ball or baseball or whatever.
Or having the casket up on end instead of horizontal.
Yeah.
They have it vertical and all.
That's interesting.
You see all that kind of stuff, man. See, I see you being buried with some headphones.
Really? I hope not.
Ron and I had this idea years ago that if you're being buried, you die and you don't have the money, your family doesn't have the money for a formal funeral and, whatever, we go ahead and add space on the coffin.
Hey, there you
like
go.
NASCAR.
Yeah.
You can have I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, you get Sprite, Gatorade,
Google,
Othello's, Jimmy's Egg, whatever.
Yeah.
Around the coffin, you have all these different places on the coffin.
That's actually pretty smart.
Pretty good
because
idea.
when people go to the cemetery to visit the loved one, they're always looking at their tombstones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you put that in.
It's going to be on the casket, though.
But then you
the
couldn't.
casket.
The casket when they bring it down and they
Why
say,
not? Why not incorporate it though on the tombstone too?
Yeah, they look
a
at it and say,
lifelong advertising.
Pay a little extra and get it on the tombstone as well.
Yeah, because people sitting there for a while, especially staring at the casket, staring
It
at
gets
maybe
boring.
the
Yeah.
food.
Look
And stuff.
around.
You get hungry. You say, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's go there as soon as we leave here.
Yeah.
Get something to eat. Get something to drink.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Why hasn't someone come up with that?
Yeah.
Good idea. Well, it was our idea years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else stole the idea, but
I
it
haven't
doesn't seem
seen
like anybody's doing it.
I haven't seen it at all. I'm just amazed that the $1 million idea like that has gone untouched.
And you are correct. Very good. Okay. We got to get to Roy, the movie guy, if I'm not mistaken. Do we have Roy today? Okay. Let's check in with Roy, see what's hot at the box office. Hello, Roy.
Thank you, guys. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Now let's talk some box office numbers and what's opening up this weekend at the box office. Coming in at number 5 was Abigail with $5.3 million. Civil War was number 4 with $7 million. Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire was number 3 at $7.2 million. Unsung Hero was number 2 with $7.8 million. And the number 1 movie was Challengers with $15 million at the box office. Now let's talk about what's opening up this weekend. We have 2 new titles. The first one is Tarot, starring Jacob Batalon, Larson Thompson, and Harriet Slater. Friends unwittingly unleash an unspeakable evil trapped within a cursed deck of tarot cards. One by one, they come face to face with fate, racing against death to escape the future foretold in their readings. Rated PG-13 with a runtime of 1 hour and 32 minutes long. Up next, we have The Fall Guy, starring Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt. After leaving the business 1 year earlier, battle-scarred stuntman Colt Seavers springs back into action when the star of a big studio movie suddenly disappears. As the mystery surrounding the missing actor deepens, Colt soon finds himself ensnared in a sinister plot that pushes him to the edge of a fall more dangerous than any stunt. Rated PG-13 with a runtime of 2 hours and 5 minutes long. And that's a look at what's opening up this weekend at the box office. Back to you guys in the studio.
You know, I was listening, and I hope I have this right. I believe I do. Who was the original Fall Guy? On television. Who was the original Fall Guy?
Lee Majors? No, he was. I did get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one, Jack.
Yeah. Wow,
I
it
got
must have
it.
been a good morning. Everybody's just yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's
It was he did the Fall Guy after he finished up with the
Bionic Man. That's right.
$6 million man.
$6 million
Yeah.
man. And then there was the Bionic Woman, which was, what was her name? Lee. Wow.
I know who you're talking about, but I
think
can't
she
think of her
passed
name.
away a few years ago.
Yeah, she wasn't bionic enough, but
No, couldn't hang.
But
Couldn't hang.
that's real interesting. I said, man, that's nice. I saw some extended trailers for the Fall Guy, and it looks
What do you
like
think
it's
this is going to
pretty
be? Think it's going to be good? Yeah.
I think so. When you look at Ryan Gosling just leaving Barbie, and you look at Emily Blunt, who is absolutely gorgeous, I think it'll stand a chance. Plus, the mere fact that there's the original Fall Guy that Jack and I remember. I think it'll do all right, at least for the first week. Just like I don't know what the Challenger that Zendaya's first R-rated movie. I don't know how long that'll stay because everybody goes to see it because everybody loves her.
Yeah.
But I happened to see a scene that implied that she was going to be with two guys.
Yeah.
Oh.
I heard that too.
Wait, excuse me. I forgot a couple of words at the same time.
Oh, my. Well, we'll have to check that out. All right, we got to get some more audio for you. Some of you may remember the guy who started that American Top 40 countdown years ago, Casey Kasem. You remember him. Did it for many, many years. He has since passed away.
Have they buried him yet?
I think they finally did.
Jeez.
There was a big controversy over that.
Well, he did a tour on the West Coast that you wouldn't believe.
Well, while he was still alive, Casey would pay us a visit back in the studio, the Jack and Ron radio studios. He usually had some sort of side hustle that he was working on. So here's a classic visit from Casey Kasem on the Jack and Ron show from a number of years ago. Listen up.
Guys, it's me, Casey Kasem. I had some great news to share with you fellas, and I come running down the hall here, and Lauren, your producer, tried to stop me from coming in as if
she says she's supposed to do.
As if I don't have access to the studio. And I told her, look, young lady, it's me, Casey. Get the hell out of my way. I mean, I've got a lot of things to cover here. And so she said, well, I don't know. And I said, well, I do know, young lady. And I came right in. Anyway.
Wait, Casey, first of all, what you did was completely inappropriate. That is her job. You cannot dismiss her job like that. That's what she does, man. That's what she gets paid to do.
Fine.
And then you pushed her around and disrespected her like that. Well, you dirty little.
She's working in radio. She better get used to it. Listen, I especially around here. Listen, I talked to the general manager of this operation here at this KISS FM, and he told me instead of talking to him about me getting my own show, me, Casey, here on KISS FM, he said I should talk to the head guy of this company, some guy named Farid. And I said, well...
Whoa. Farid? That's Fareed.
Ah, got you. Well, anyway...
Go call him Farid. That's what you do, Casey. Go right up there and call him Farid.
Yeah, the name is Fareed. Well, anyway, the general manager here thought that this Fareed might hit it off with me since we're both of similar heritage. Is this man from Lebanon? Because I'm Lebanese. That's the case. I'm probably the most well-known Lebanese man in the country, and I think this could be a marriage made in heaven, so to speak. I could get this Fareed guy to set me up with a perfect show for my talents.
No, wait a minute, Casey.
I didn't know we were looking for anybody to mow the grass.
Yeah, I was about to say, have you not taken a look around? I don't think we're hiring right now at all.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't think we're hiring at all.
Let me
at least not on air. Now, as Jack was saying, if there's something you want to do off air, I don't know, like polish some microphones, something like that.
This may change everyone's mind. Listen to this. This is my show idea. Tell me what you think. I, Casey, call people and ask if I can come to their houses to prepare Lebanese meals for them. And then we do the entire event on the radio from the time I make the call to the time we complete the meal. The hook here is that I try to find really hot women to call so we can get pictures for the website. See, I'm thinking about that website, guys. I'm on the cutting edge of this technology thing. I even know how to text message.
Wait, Casey. Aside from the fact that you would be cooking Lebanese food, that idea has already been done.
No kidding.
Yeah.
What, is that right? So who stole my idea?
Chef Curtis, if I'm not mistaken. He will meet folks and he will go home. But he will go ahead and cook, a variety of things, not just one type of food.
Well, I think everybody should have Lebanese food every day. And that's why I've decided I'm still going to pitch this thing. I don't care, this Stone guy, whatever, Chef Curtis. I'm going to pitch this thing because I think it's great, and it's an opportunity to get some really hot women's pictures on the website because, as you guys know, everybody around here's gone website crazy, and I'm getting in on the act.
What are we, Casey, how old are you?
78.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, listen,
good luck with those real hot pictures.
Listen, I got to get going, man.
78-year-old man.
I've got the stove running down the hall. Listen, I got to go. Keep your feet on the ground and keep reaching for your ass.
Yep. Always good to see Casey when he would pop by.
And it's an amazing thing. He was almost as popular dead as he was alive.
Boy, isn't that the truth?
He and that witch of a wife?
That wife, right? I can't even remember her name, but boy, she made life very
Jean. It was Jean somebody.
Yeah, and made life and death very difficult for the man. All right. Oh, I know what we got to get to. If I'm not mistaken, it is time for
news of the I'll be damned.
Well,
sound good today, all right? Here's one for you. 50-year-old guy, 54, I should say, 54-year-old guy. His name is Che Kong. He was sentenced to 165 months in prison and 3 years of community service and custody. The sentencing came a month after he pleaded guilty to second-degree attempted murder. Get this. In October of 2022, his estranged wife was reportedly brutally beaten, stabbed, and bound with duct tape before he buried her alive in a wooded area. At one point during the attack, she actually called 911 through her Apple Watch. After he buried her alive, the woman was stuck in the makeshift grave for 12 hours. After she was able to get out of the bindings, she ran through the woods to a home in Olympia, Washington. A little after midnight, she banged on the door, pounding on that door, asking for help, and that's when she was saved. And
wait a minute.
He buried her alive, but
she got out and ran to Olympia, Washington.
Well, this story comes to us from Seattle, Washington.
Okay.
So she was in the area in Olympia.
He did a bunch of running, man.
So anyway, she got out, and she was saved when she knocked on those people's door. No word on whether the two are going to get back together after his prison sentence.
How many months is that? Or how many years is that?
165 months. What did that come down?
13 years.
Yeah, 12 months. Yeah, 12 months to the,
13 years.
Is that enough?
13 years for what now?
For kidnapping,
he beat her,
torture,
he bound her with duct tape, buried her alive in a wooded area.
What would you call that, being buried alive? Is that? But she didn't die, so it's not murder or manslaughter, but it was premeditated.
I don't. What would you call that? Creative? I mean, what?
Out of the box?
Yeah.
That makes sense. But I've read of individuals, committing murder, and they don't get 13 years. That's 7 years, and then.
Yeah, but this guy sounds like, to me, he could be another threat to her if he ever is out.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
he went through a lot.
She went through a ton.
I think burying someone alive is aggressive.
Yeah. burying somebody alive after you stabbed them, beat them, and bound them with duct tape.
Now, where did he bury her? In the woods?
In
or
a
did he
wooded area.
Okay, and to see if he'd gone to a cemetery.
Yeah, it'd be different.
It wouldn't have been that.
It wouldn't have been weird.
Yeah.
Would have been quite normal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It would have been unlicensed, but it would have been normal.
It'd be like, well, I know you're not dead yet, but dang, we're right here at the cemetery, so let's go ahead and improvise. So there you have it. News of the I'll be damned. All right, we got to get to that thing we call, and the one thing that everybody loves, sleazy, trashy showbiz report.
All right, we're going to make it quick this afternoon. A website published the most intense acting performances of all time.
Wow.
Who's number one?
Best acting performances of all time.
The most intense acting performances of all time.
Like in a movie.
Yeah, I've got the top three.
Jack Nicholson
is in the top three.
Aha.
That was for The Shining.
That's the one I was thinking, The Shining.
What was it? Keith.
You can't handle the truth. That's another movie.
That's a few good men.
Yeah.
Keith Hedger.
Who now?
I'm not saying the name right. Keith Hedger?
Don't know.
Heath Ledger?
Ledger. There we go.
Oh, Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Glad I was able to.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
There we go. No.
Number one.
Oh, he's number one.
Heath
As
Ledger's
the
number
Joker
one?
in The Dark Knight.
Joker.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. And there's one. I mean, you guys. I'm
right.
looking at you. You guys are fantastic today.
I don't know, Richard.
Come on.
This
Y'all
thing
been
on
over
my-
at the bar or what?
It's like the pressure's on now, Jack.
I mean, that's what I was thinking when I came up with Jack Nicholson. The first thing I thought was The Shining. But who else? And you got Heath Ledger from the Joker from the Batman. Oh, you got anybody else?
Not that I know of.
And I think this picture may be one that you like, Jack, and you had talked about before.
Oh, is it recent or old?
Relatively old.
It's not Pulp Fiction.
No.
No.
Man, there was some. I love Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, there's some good
man.
stuff in Pulp Fiction.
Samuel L. Jackson should have won that.
Oh yeah.
Man.
What about this movie Whiplash? That's probably not it. No. Wow. I'm trying to think who else it could be.
Now I can
it's an
give
older
you-
movie.
Give us one more hint.
I can give you the name of the movie. You try to name the stars.
Okay.
Okay, the star, I should say. There will be blood.
There will be blood. Who was that?
Uh-huh.
I have no idea.
It's not Liam Neeson. I can't. No. God. All right.
This guy was also he had a great performance in My Left Foot.
And you'll have to
Yeah,
give us
I
the
know
answer.
I
I'm
can't
drawing a blank.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
I don't think I've seen that movie.
You've never seen My Left Foot? Well,
that
come over and look at Jack.
look at my left foot. So Daniel Day-Lewis, but the movie again was
There Will Be Blood.
I don't think I've seen that movie. Have you seen it, Jack?
Yeah,
it's violent.
Very violent. Yeah. Oh yeah, I love violence.
Yeah. See,
I mean, in the
I
movies.
think that's good. All right. Well, by the way,
Good save there.
CBS, by the way, they've had their acts out for quite some time. They now cancel NCIS Hawaii after 3 seasons. The stars are absolutely just stunned. They loved filming in Hawaii.
Uh-huh.
I bet you they did.
Yeah. Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift attended Patrick Mahomes' charity gala, but Travis partied alone at a club at about 3 a.m.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I think so.
Guy's got to have his time.
Now, here's a big deal. Since it was a charity, they auctioned off 4 Taylor Swift tickets. How much did they get for 4 Taylor Swift tickets?
I'm going to say
6 figures.
10 grand, 12 grand. No, it's got to be more than that.
Yeah.
$80,000.
80 grand.
But it's for guys. It's
for charity.
It's
Yeah.
for charity. And finally, this is something that they kept under wraps for quite some time. But right here on this particular podcast, as we like to do, we expose any and everybody, everything and everybody. Kelly Clarkson, she's on The Voice.
Right.
Mm-hmm. She was told to drop 30 pounds or be kicked off as a judge.
Wow.
Now you know. You see her on her regular.
She's lost a ton of weight. Yeah.
That is. It was some gummy, some keto.
It wasn't the Ozempic. It was something else.
Yeah. It was,
okay.
But they said, "Oh, you look good. 30 pounds." I mean, they were specific. 30 pounds
crazy.
or you don't have a job.
Right.
Wow, for a judge.
And she should have turned around. Look, I'm on every damn day. Don't try to give me.
Isn't that some sort of a discrimination of some type?
Not really. Just like it's a contract, man.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's a contract, just like the non-compete.
Supposed to look good.
Yeah, and that's it.
I can see if you sign a contract going in that you say you're going to stay in shape, you're going to keep the weight off, and what have you, and then you don't. Yeah, then
that's your butt.
Yeah, you violated the contract.
Yeah. So, but I will say this: she looks awfully good now that she's lost those 30 pounds.
30.
Yeah, and now if she'll stop. There's some individuals that go until they look like a skeleton.
Crackhead phase.
Yeah.
You know who I think looks looked better with the weight on, and I really like this guy, Al Sharpton. He looks to me a little gaunt with all the weight.
A little gaunt.
Yeah, he looks aggressively.
Yeah. After a while, people started looking up different. Now he could have this, or he could have that.
Yeah.
Is he on meth? I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't look. He just doesn't look as healthy as he once did.
Yeah, there was a point where he was just right. I call it his fighting weight, and he was just
He got a
fine.
big head too, so it doesn't look like it's like, man, your neck is struggling. I know, you just like
your neck is struggling to hold up that big head. Oh man!
And of course,
I'm glad you said that, Richard.
And of course, as is with a larger head, that's more area for his hair to cover, and his hair has not been doing a great job of that at all.
All right, we got to say hi to Justin DeRoon. Is it DeRoon? He's watching, and he said, "Hey, hell yeah, you guys just made my Monday better. Good, glad to do that
Appreciate
for you."
that. That's part of our job.
Yeah.
Just part of it.
I saw something before we get to this last piece of audio we've got. I saw something online the other day. Remember Kelly Ogle over at Channel 9? Apparently he's settled with Channel 9 in an arbitration because they said Channel 9 kind of pushed him out the door.
Yeah.
Remember they said they were going to have him as a reporter and do various specials and all, and then that didn't happen, and boom, he was gone. So now he's settled up with them through arbitration. I don't know how much money or what the final take was, but
what cable channel will he be on now?
Oh yeah, we'll find.
Yeah, okay,
but yeah.
Well, I'll put it this way: even though he's not there, and he's a good guy, there are Ogles galore.
There are Ogles everywhere.
Over television.
Abigail, Caitlin, Kent, Kelly.
Yeah, they're like a flock.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, if I say my name is Ogle, does that
automatically give you the end?
Your resume next time.
Yeah. I'm an Ogle twice removed.
Anyway, well,
From
Channel
this
9's had some interesting days. I mean, a couple weeks ago, was it a week ago or 2 weeks ago? They just had a cutback, kind of like when we were at the radio joint. Cut back, and they let go of the pregnant meteorologist.
I remember.
Hannah.
I remember that.
They let her go. Now they've anteed up with Kelly Ogle. Just like to see what the next thing comes.
Now, why did they get rid of her? I mean, when you look on every single, on every single television station in this town, there's been somebody pregnant. Well, some woman pregnant.
Well, this is her second child. I guess they went through her first pregnancy with her.
Yeah.
And now she's going to have a second child. I guess she still is having the second child. Just we won't see her pregnant on Channel 9. We won't see her on Channel 9 at all. That's all I know. Just been reading all this stuff going, man, what's going on in the media?
I mean, all the pregnant women, and all of a sudden, that having a baby, that's fine, except for you.
Ooh.
You're fired.
Maybe they settled up with her, too, like they did Kelly. All right, we got to get some audio.
They keep settling up with people that have to move out of downtown.
Could you imagine having to go downtown every day to that area? I think you have to get, do they have a parking garage or do you have to valet? I don't even know.
There's a parking garage, if I'm not mistaken, that is just east.
Okay.
Just east of the building itself.
Just wonder if the company pays for that or if you pay that out of your pocket.
I have absolutely no idea, except the one thing. You're absolutely right. Try to go to work downtown.
All right, we got another classic piece of audio for you. A visit from the lady known as, at one time, Queen of the Food Network, Paula Deen. She would pop in on our show to either share a recipe or tell us her weekend plans. But on this particular visit, during her visit on our show, actor Jack Nicholson, who also would pop in on the show from time to time, he happened to show up while we were talking to Paula Dean.
Open door policy we had at that
Yeah,
time.
boy, did we ever. I think that pretty well sets the stage. Check out our visit with Paula Dean.
Hi, y'all. I'll tell you what, after this warm weekend in Oklahoma, I was in the pool most of the weekend, and my two boys, Jellybug and Bibblespoon, they were in rare form.
No.
What?
It's just been a couple of days, Paula.
What now?
Those aren't the names of your children.
Not Jellybug and Bibblespoon.
No. And at this point, I'm beginning to wonder how many children you have and if you just left some somewhere. All right, here it is. Repeat after me. Jamie. Bobby. Those are your children. Those are the ones that you carried under your heart for 9 months.
I'm so glad to know that. Thank you so much, Ron. I forget. It's so easy to forget my boy's name. Anyway, they were wearing their water wings and playing Marco Polo in the pool. It was so fun. Had such a great time. Hey, fellas, it's me, Jack. No, not that pink panty wearing Jack Elliott, the real Jack, the L.A. Lakers Jack. You know.
Oh, I'm so surprised to see you here. You're not scowling or...
A little fired up after the game last night.
Yeah, what a rip that was, man.
Let me tell you, I was a little fired up. Whoa. Who is this broad in here? Who is...
Hey, wait, come on, Jack. That is Miss Paula Dean from the Food Network.
Mr. Nicholson, I'm a huge fan. I'm Paula Dean from Food Network. Wait a minute. Paula who? From where? You know, Paula Dean from Food Network. I gotta tell you, I just love your movies. I thought you were so good in The Shining, and my two boys, who are in the 30s or 40s, they both got so scared watching The Shining, they needed to use the restroom. Sounds like you're raising a couple of pansies, if you ask me. Listen, lady, I think you got a nice head of hair. I like those locks of yours. Now, if you could just lose some weight, I might consider letting you join me and Shirley MacLaine in the hot tub.
Come on, Jack. Don't you think that's a little insensitive? I mean, she's a nice lady and an older
Listen,
lady.
I'm Jack. I call it like it is. You've seen me courtside with Kobe and the gang. When those referees make a bad call, I'm all up there. You know how I am.
Yeah, you've gotten in trouble about that. I do believe they said if you say something to a referee one more time, that the team will be fined. It'll be punished.
Yeah, what kind of malarkey, huh? They're going to penalize the team for a fan making a comment. Well, that's a bunch of crap.
That's right there that has access to the referees that's courtside. I mean, when you have a courtside seat now, you have some special rules you have to observe.
Yeah, whatever. Mr. Nicholson, I love jumping in a hot tub. You talked about that. I don't mind telling you, I look pretty hot in a bikini. And if you're real nice, I'll even cook for you. I am an excellent chef.
Are you going to give him a recipe or give us all a recipe, Paula?
I don't have one right now.
Then why are you here?
Yeah, what the hell? I hear you cook with a lot of butter. Gotta tell you, sweetheart, it doesn't always agree with my constitution. In fact, too much butter gives me a bit of the diarrhea.
Ooh.
Well, how about I cook for you with EVOO, extra virgin olive oil, and you won't get a tummy ache. My boys, they get tummy aches, and sometimes they have a hard time going poop. Listen, baby cakes, I'm not interested in hearing about your two boys, those goofball sons of yours. I don't want to hear about their bathroom habits. Listen, I got to go because I need to check the temperature of the water in my hot tub, and that's the truth. Oh, wait, you can't handle the truth. Wow, he's out of here.
Yeah, Paula, what do you think about that?
He seems like a nice man. I sure hope I can get over to his place and enjoy that hot tub.
Whoa, Paula,
who's Shirley MacLaine?
Wait a minute, you don't watch the movies or watch television very often, do you?
I guess not.
Well, let me tell you this. If he gets you over to his place, he offers you a little glass of wine or something like that,
I like wine.
Oh, my gosh, you could be in trouble. You know what? He may try to come on to you in a way that, he may want too much intimacy than you're ready to give up. I'm thinking that. Then again, you may be right up his alley.
You don't think he'd be inappropriate now, do you? Because I got my two boys with me.
You're not going to carry them with you, are you?
Well, maybe I shouldn't. I got to think about this. I don't have time to diddle around here today with one of those recipes. I got to get downstairs. My two boys are waiting for me in the car. I got to get to the hairdresser. And they're coming with me because both of them have shown an interest in becoming hairstylists.
Oh, I'm not surprised at all.
This will be a good learning experience for them. I got to run. Bye.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What a time.
That was one of her better visits.
That was a good visit from Paula.
Bless her.
Always enjoyed when she popped by.
Never good enough to get back on TV, though.
Too bad, Really a shame. Oh,
well, watch that mouth,
no,
Paula.
you got to be careful what you say.
Yep.
All right, we got to get to the dumbass joke of the day. Oh, it is time for that. We've got three extremely cheesy jokes because that's what you said you wanted. Well, maybe I'm making that up. But hey, we got three very cheesy jokes. What we do is we have Ron pick one of those cheesy jokes. So Ron gets to pick his cheese. The jokes today: number 1, the Sea Cadet. Number 2, the new doctor. Number 3, the class photo. Again, the Sea Cadet, new doctor, class photo.
You were a cadet once, weren't you?
I was. Military school. Yeah.
Let's see, cadet, man. Let's hear about it.
All right. There's a Sea Cadet. He's been given a test and being given a test by his instructor. The instructor says, suppose you're at sea and a storm comes up. What are you going to do? The cadet says, well, I'd drop out an anchor. Instructor says, and what if another storm comes up? Sea Cadet says, I'd throw out another anchor. The instructor says, well, what if an even bigger storm came up? The cadet said, I'd throw out an even bigger anchor. And the instructor says, where are you getting all these anchors? And the cadet said, same place you're getting these storms.
Oh.
Hey, not bad.
Give it to him.
All right. Got a bell for that. Here's one for you. Young guy had just completed medical school. He went back home to the small town to work with his father. They went out, his dad was a doc also. They went out the first day to make house calls. And as they went to the first house, father said, now, you just watch me so you know what to do. Inside, a woman was in bed. She looked terrible. The old doctor checked her out. He was making notes when he dropped his pen on the floor. So he picked up his pen and told the woman she needed to quit cleaning and working so hard in her house. She just needed some rest. Well, when they got outside, the son said to the dad, how'd you know that? And the old doctor said, well, when I dropped the pen, the floor was so clean, wasn't a speck of dust anywhere. Well, so they go to the next house. Father told his son, this is your turn. They get to the house. The patient is in bed looking horrible. Young doctor looked at her, checked her blood pressure, pulse, asked a few questions, made a few notes. He dropped his pen. So he reached down to pick it up. He told the woman she was doing too much church work and needed to cut down on what she did. When the two doctors got back outside, the older doctor said, well, how did you know she's doing too much church work? And the young doctor said, well, when I bent down to pick up the pen, I saw the preacher under her bed.
Oh.
Hello.
Ooh.
That was good.
Yeah.
It was a long flight, but it was worth it.
Somebody's going to pay for that.
Yeah.
It was a long ride to get there. I got one more, and it's a little shorter. They're taking a class photo, just been taken at the junior high. The teacher trying to persuade the students to buy a copy of the photo. Okay? Teacher says, come on. I know it seems like a lot of money, but it'll be worth it in the years to come when you look back at the photo and you're older and you have succeeded in your life. For instance, you might see classmate Bill, and he's become a famous doctor, or Mary, who's now a lawyer, or John, who becomes a famous athlete. Then from the back of the classroom, you heard someone say, oh, yeah, and there's the teacher. She's dead.
Oh.
Hey, come on, man.
Look at your dark joke of the day.
Jeez, man.
I liked
Turn off
it.
the lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Weekend was tough enough, man.
Rough weekend, and then, yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I guess we got to get to Tribond, don't we? Before we wrap it up with Too Tough Trivia. Tribond, where we give you 3 words, you got to come up with one word that works with a 3. Is this the one from last week? Yeah.
That's tough.
Last week it was house pants potato. Anybody get that one?
Sack.
Who?
Sack.
Sack? Oh, no.
Plant.
No. House pants potato. I guess I give it to you. You got it. Hot. Hot house, hot pants, hot potato.
Tell you, our producer is just...
He's on it today.
Just so super sharp.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. How about here's the one for next week.
Oh, he was looking at his laptop. One of the...
Never know. Never know.
All right, for next week, Tribond. Okay, you ready?
Shoot.
Work, basket, jewelry. This one is so easy. A 3-legged dog with no tail and an eye patch could get it. Let me give it to you again. Work Basket Jewelry. It's pretty simple, isn't it? Oops, Mike. Do you have any idea?
No, it's not.
Okay.
I'm not getting a hot word here. That
All
maybe,
right. Well, next week we come back, we share that with you. Okay? Sounds good to me.
Say work basket.
Yeah.
Jewelry.
Jewelry, that's right.
Work Basket Jewelry. All right. Very good. That's the one. Who knows? Somebody out there is probably answering it right now online.
I was about to say, if I come up with it, I will call you.
Please do. I always appreciate that. All right. I guess we got to wrap it up with Too Tough Trivia.
Yes, indeed. Now, this is one that you'll have maybe 2 or 3 guesses and you'll get it. Which president's favorite food was cottage cheese and ketchup?
So, president.
President or politician?
Well, president is a politician.
Yeah. Okay.
True. So, it is a president.
Yes, that's a clue. And it's the last one you
My
get.
first one I thought was Jimmy Carter. Or not my first, but one of my ideas was Jimmy Carter.
I said Teddy.
Uh-huh.
You said, okay.
All right, there are your 2 guesses. You get one more. You do.
Bill
know
Clinton.
You do know your presidents, don't you, fellas?
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton?
No. Y'all want to split that one and call it a wash?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dick
Richard
Nixon.
Dick Nixon.
I'm not surprised.
I would have never thought that,
He
though.
looked like a guy who just sits there with ketchup on his hand, licking it.
Wait a minute. That would have never been the one of the guys. I would have never.
Yeah, Rich. I mean, which sort of explains some of his eccentric behavior, I guess, to a certain degree.
Actually, Lyndon Johnson might have been one I would have chosen.
Well, no, he holds up the dogs by the ears.
Yeah,
that was his thing, and doing a little drinking and hitting on his receptionist and keeping Lady Bird out of the Oval Office.
Yeah,
y'all remember all that?
I do.
Yeah. It was.
I remember all that good stuff.
Lyndon was slick.
That's why I've always said if you're a politician or professional athlete, you shouldn't get married because it seems like damn near every one of them gets caught with their hand in a cookie jar.
Yeah. Travis, Kelsey, listen to what he's saying.
Professional athlete.
Enjoy what you have right now because.
There you go. All right. I guess we got to wrap this thing up. Richard, thanks so much for your help. Thanks to the great folks here at Othello's Italian Restaurant. They open at 4 o'clock today and every day. They've got a location right here at 1 South Broadway in Edmond and another location, Campus Corner in Norman. So come on by. They open at 4. Great specials. On Monday, it's Build Your Own Pasta Day. And it's inexpensive and the food is so good. We also have to thank the great folks at Flash Holler. Flash Hauler. Go to the website, FLASHOLR.com. Flash Hauler, game changers in the moving industry. They pack, they move it, they unpack, and they've got a selection, or I should say, a complete integration with all of the senior centers in Oklahoma, in the entire state.
Yeah.
So if you're looking to move off to an assisted living or senior center, they're the ones to contact.
Or if you're just on the run. And by the way, if there's our thoughts and our prayers go out to everyone who was affected adversely this particular weekend. They sort of added everything up. 77 counties in Oklahoma. 1/3 of all the counties in Oklahoma experienced a tornado.
Wow.
And we had, they added it up. It was 20 this weekend. This morning, they said it was around 30 tornadoes that, various sizes and things like that. So good luck to all of you. Our prayers are with you, and you'll be back.
If there's anything we can do for you, you let us know. All right? Poor people in Sulphur, Holdenville, and elsewhere.
Yep.
A lot of destruction. It's really unfortunate. All right. We got to wrap this thing up. We got to get out of here. Oh, remember, when you go out to do what you do, do it like Jack and Ron, okay?
Uh-oh.
Be the very best at what you do. Be like Jack and Ron. Give it 110, 120, 130% effort. Like Jack and Ron. Go out there, give it hell.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Good day.